action. Cheap plug. Welcome back, YouTube friends and family. Put that down there for a moment. We have a pretty special Buzz with Your Cuz this week. You may see I have an updated shirt. Still the beer and wine is featured here along with our tag. You'll also see the Flour, Eggs, and Yeast channel. I don't know if you could read that down there. But if you can't see it, we have a link below where you can order one of your very own. It's a very powerful shirt, just in time for Christmas perhaps. Maybe you want to wear it to Thanksgiving, I don't know. Also, I'd like to feature another shirt here real quick that I have some affinity for. This is my Cocktail Tony, as seen on YouTube t-shirt. For those of you who don't know, Cocktail Tony has a great channel. He mixes up some crazy concoctions, very high energy. We absolutely love what he does. I can't always drink all the stuff that he makes because I wouldn't be able to film these videos coherently. But I can tell you that Cocktail Tony likes the cocktails with a little bit of extra kick to them. There's nothing wrong with that. So please check out his channel. I did wear this recently, Tony, because I know you're watching. So I'm cruising around wearing my Cocktail Tony shirt, and magic happened. People started calling me Tony, which was pretty funny. I just said, hey, go check out my channel. You know, so if they check out the Cocktail Tony channel, they're gonna figure out that I'm not Tony, and you're gonna talk about our channel, so they're gonna know that they've been duped, and that's our little secret for now. But I love the shirt, fits perfectly. I am going to wear this on a different video that has a little bit closer tie-in to what you like to do and what we like about your channel. So for now, I just want to acknowledge so that you know that I know that you know that I have this shirt and I'm going to wear it on video. Okay, so with that, pretty interesting story. As if the shirts weren't interesting enough. And it all starts with the trip to TGI Fridays and our good friends Brian Kelly and Tyler Hubbard. How does this tie in? Who are those people? Maybe you know. Maybe you're Googling right now, I don't know. We're gonna tell you though. We went to Fridays. Now, for those of you who don't know, TGI Fridays used to be a pretty happening, happy hour place, singles bar. It was like the place to be for a long period of time, and then it kind of, fell off and we weren't going as much. Other people obviously weren't doing the same, but we saw them do remodels and they had new ownership, and this video is not about Fridays. Long story made short is we went back to Fridays. We wanted to see what they were about, check out the new menus, and it was pretty good. What caught my eye is we like to sit at the bar a lot. Most of the times you get better service. It's not because we're buzzing with your cuz, but we like good service when we go out to eat, and bartenders are usually the best way to find that quickly. So we did. We sat down at the bar. Usually we'll order a wine or a beer, right? Wine, beer. If you didn't see the labels on these, they're videos that are upcoming. So you could either rewind it and check it out and do some research, or you could wait for our video. But we saw the drink menu and we made our order, and then I noticed that there was a new machine. I asked the bartender, I'm like, what's in that machine? And they said, I don't know. It's something they just hooked it up this week. And I said, well, what is it? They're like, oh, it's some sort of whiskey or something. And I'm like, okay, so now I'm interested. You said whiskey, I am now interested. And I said, well, what kind of whiskey is it? So they walked over and they looked at the bottle, and they said, it's Old Camp. It's Old Camp. It's peach whiskey or something. And I said, oh, that's pretty strange. They're like, yeah. We have it here. It's supposed to be cold. It's not cold yet. So I said, all right, well, let me try it. So they gave me a little taste, and I'm like, oh, this is really good. Now here's the spoiler alert. This video you're watching right now is being reshot because we had already picked up this bottle before we went to Fridays, weeks earlier. So I already knew about it. They didn't know anything about it. So it's a very unique conversation, and we're gonna have it with you here right now. So taking a look at this, this is Old Camp Pecan, Peach Pecan Whiskey, right? Yeah, Peach Pecan Whiskey. It's got some great, let me just get, it has a great little logo there. You can see it's a wolf over some, you know, evergreen trees in a forest. Old Camp. This is something that normally I wouldn't have picked up. And this is a little bottles, like a trial, you know, like a bootlegger bottle, right? You put this in your boot before you go to a show. This is actually, this one particularly was bottled from Indiana, Lawrenceburg, Indiana, in case you're wondering. But this kind of changed my perception on flavored whiskeys, and also whiskeys that were celebrity, what would you call it? Celebrity influence, celebrity created. It's a big thing now again. Like years ago, if you saw a celebrity name on something, it was like, you know, they were just pimping out their name for the dollars. But a lot of the products have gotten a lot better. Today, people don't want to put their name on junk. So this Old Camp whiskey is a byproduct of Tyler and Brian from Florida Georgia line. And come to find out, peach is Georgia, the pecans, Southern Florida, Florida in general, and whiskey a drink that they like. So Peach Pecan Whiskey, Florida Georgia line, right? Hashtag get country. This was you know, something that I didn't know about when we picked this up off the shelf. The bartender had no idea, but yet here's something that you know, celebrities put their name on, and it was an opportunity, I think, for the franchise, or at least for that bartender, to have something fun to talk about, right? You could always say, oh, this is a, you know, this is a bourbon nobody can get their hands on, or this is a whiskey that, you know, top shelf, and maybe people know it, maybe they don't. But people tend to go towards things with stories that they can enjoy and understand. So we picked this up, we found out all this information, you know, on our own. And then, you know, we tried it there, and actually were able to have an interesting conversation in reverse with us teaching the bartender about the product they were serving us, which was fun and unique all at the same time. So this is how they roll, right? This is how they do their thing, whiskey. Old Camp actually the name actually references all of the people that set up their shows. So their camp, their crew. Before big shows, they always have a whiskey drink together for good luck, and I'm sure they have more than one. And then I'm sure there's a celebratory drink as long as the show goes off well with everybody in their camp. So Old Camp, original crew, Florida Georgia line, whiskey. Now it all makes sense. So let's actually open this up. Hit with the peaches right away. I don't really smell pecans, but we have peaches here for sure. Also have my whiskey tasting glasses here, which we'll actually have a video on upcoming. Let's get a little bit in our cup. Look at that. That is golden orange. It smells sweet, almost like candy. You know, but it's mostly peaches. I guess if you really search for it, there's some pecan, but you know, sorry barbecue fans, there's not an overwhelming pecan scent coming out of here. This was actually aged 2 years in new American oak barrels, so it should have some vanilla flavors to it. But yeah, it's definitely peach forward. Then there's like a period of time where it's kind of making a transformation, and then you get a little bit of that pecan on the end. So it has a long finish to it. It has like at least 3 different flavor profiles. The one in the middle is a little confusing, but it has that candy-ish to it. And I'm wondering if that's some of the vanilla and some of the mixture as it's going through a flavor progression. So this is not something you're gonna, you know, drink on its own. This is definitely a cocktail candidate, right? And we know that Cocktail Tony could make this into something brilliant. But until then, I think this would be nice to marinate chicken or pork in. This would be a really nice base on pork ribs. It does, it really smells nice. You know, this really makes you want to, you know, turn up the volume, right? Get loud on this. This is a big flavor. It's a little bit on the sweeter side. It has a very slight burn. And I think that's because it's 70 proof, right? 35% alcohol. So they tempered it down for the masses. Good whiskeys, you know, you're 90 proof, 100 proof. If you get into moonshines and stuff like that, it could be even higher. But this is definitely made as a flavored drink consumption for the masses. And it's not bad. I'm not mad at it. It's actually exactly as advertised on the bottle. And that's really all we could ask for as consumers, is to have something that is accurately represented on the label for once, maybe twice. So Brian Kelly and Tyler Hubbard, I gotta say, you changed my mind a little bit on the celebrity labelings, especially for a flavored whiskey. I mean, it's the 5 o'clock hour and we're ready to raise hell, or at least fire up the barbecue. And we hope that you subscribe to the channel. We hope that you like this video. If you didn't hit like by now, you should have did it 10 minutes ago. In fact, I'm gonna have it edited in so that you are knowing to like this video right up front. I enjoyed telling the story of how we went from investigating a local TGI Fridays bar into recreating a video, a second shoot, which I think was more interesting. The first one was very technical. We talked about the actual trees that were, you know, felled by the lumberjacks. You weren't interested in that. You wanted to know about this, right? So again, Florida-Georgia line, good job. Going to be great for a cocktail. Going to be great to baste or marinate chicken, pork, would be really perfect. You know, heck, you may even be able to get away with putting this on some white fishes just to get that fruit smell. But you know, I like peach with my barbecue. I like peach with pork. So this would be great. And check us out on Sunday. Sunday. Game day appetizers with our friend the In Good, cooking with Jerry Ellen, Stelly Grills and Chills, and it's gonna be a good time. Other people could be participating. I'm not really sure, but I know that those 4 definitely are, and we're gonna have something pretty cool too. And until then, till Sunday, catch a buzz with your cuz. As long as you're of legal drinking age in your local municipality.